pick up number 2 there real quick.
2? Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Kyle in Indiana.
Hey, Russell.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey.
Great. I hope you guys are doing well. Long-time watcher, first-time caller, you know. Hey, I'm up here in Indiana, and right before you guys went on break, we passed the Freedom of Religion Restoration Act.
Right.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
restoring something that was never in jeopardy. Yes.
Yeah, and it turns out it's basically an anti-gay law. But I guess I'm calling to defend most of the people up here in Indiana who really don't support it. And it's almost like an obvious example of how a small group of religious people can really influence government.
Yeah.
Was that thing put up for a vote? I mean, was there a popular election, or was it just a bunch of lawmakers who had already been elected decided to push
our
that
house, and then it's presented to the governor, and it was signed into law. Now, it hasn't went into effect yet, but it's certainly going to. They revised it to make the wording a little better. But what I think is really strange about it, no matter how you look at it, 50 years from now, when the times finally changed, you're going to find these same people probably standing up and saying how they supported gay rights and how they're at the forefront, when in all reality they've done nothing but try and suppress equal rights.
Yeah. Well, the thing that I've found interesting about these state-level RFRA laws, which are really, like you said, thinly disguised anti-gay legislation. This is basically the no cake for gays kind of laws. And they're defending them, saying, oh, but there's this federal RFRA law that, you know, was passed and nobody had a problem with that. And the difference is that the federal RFRA law was passed with bipartisan support, and it was designed to protect religious minorities who, for example, use peyote in a religious ritual, so that they couldn't be fired or discriminated against because their religious rituals require the use of this otherwise controlled substance. Now, I don't agree with that either, because I think no religion should get any kind of special treatment under the law. That said, I don't have a problem with peyote use either. I think that, you know, but you know, if it's going to be illegal for some people, it should be illegal for everybody.
Absolutely.
And but they're comparing it to that, and it's like, okay, this is not the same thing. This whole deal with the, you know, there's a difference between carving out a special place for certain minority religions, which again I disagree with, but and then also creating a law that's used as a bludgeon against another minority. And that's what these state-level RFRA laws do, is they basically create a bludgeon that can be used against other minorities.
Yeah, I don't disagree with the thing you're saying, Jen. I guess it's just funny to me how, and I have a lot of gay friends here, and actually in Huntington, which is a pretty small town, but all over, and most people I know also do too, yet we'll allow our state legislature to make us look really bad. I mean, we're losing business. And I guess since I know you guys are down in Texas, I guess I'm just sort of sending a appeal out to those who do watch your show that Indiana's not as bad as they're making us look.
Oh, we've got our own version of this going through the legislature right now.
Yeah.
You know, one of the things about, I guess one of the external criticisms of Texas has historically been we don't have a professional legislature. So the ledge only meets every 2 years. And, you know, they're in session for a few months and then they go away for another 2 years. Okay, and people are saying, oh, you know, that's kind of a problem. Maybe you should have like professional legislators. And we're like, no. They can only screw things up for a brief window of time every 2 years. And so right now the circus is in town. And they'll be gone in a little while, and then we won't have to worry about these yahoos for another 2 years. But yeah, that's actually like a feature, not a bug, the fact that we don't have professional legislators here in Texas.
I guess if you want to see a silver lining to all this, it is that these kinds of legislations are really kind of a desperation move by old people who are losing support on this pet issue. And if you look for support for gay marriage over time, you're finding, like, I think that within the last year, it's become for the first time, like well over 50%.
Yes, it's like over 60% now.
60%,
First time
yeah.
ever
First
that
time
that's
over
been
60.
the case.
Yeah.
So this is a done deal. And you know, the Supreme Court's going to rule on this summer.
Right.
It's going to be the law of the land, and there will be much wailing and gnashing of teeth over this by the religious right, but they know they are on the wrong side of history. They're losing.
Yeah, they're gonna lose.
And-
I mean, even lots of Republicans have started saying that, like, look, we're gonna have to abandon this issue.
Yeah.
You know, we're gonna have to
Right.
find
And-
some other hill to die on.
Yeah.
And that's sort of why I was saying earlier that I could see in the future, once everything is settled, these same people that were against gay rights actually stand up and trying to pretend like they were at the forefront. Sort of what I saw with the Equal Rights Amendment and women's rights and such. Hey, I'll get off here and let you guys take some more calls. Thanks very much. I love what you guys do. Keep it up.
Thank
Okay,
you.
Cool.
Bye.
See ya.